Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Today we're going to rescue my little Fabian here because these pots they put him in, I was failing since I got it, so I defoliated a lot of leaves, but we're going to try it out and repot it and see if we can get it going. Today is 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius. Today is October 25th of 2021. It was a cold and blistery Winnie the Pooh day, as they would say. I mean, it was a nice windy day today. Cold, brisk, cloudy, rain in the morning. You name it, we had it. So I got the new pots that I got in that I showed you at the other time. I did this one. What I did is I put some stickers on just to dress it up a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. And this one's almost like a 3D. You can see how the sticker is on these two, but just something different. So here's our Fabian. I took a lot of the foliage off so you can see the trunk a little bit better. So right now I'm going to try to get it out of this pot because this is fierce, I'm telling you. Let me put this down there so I can catch all the soil, and what I'm going to do is cut this pot and see if I can get it out, because right now to get this pot out of here, I tried it so I can start the video, but nope, it didn't work. So what you got to do to these pots, you got to be ruthless and just cut them. Just get rid of it. Let's see if we can get this pot out now. Yep, we got it. There we go. You can see it has water. There's plenty of water in there. That's why I don't like them. There's hardly no way to drain them. So what I'm going to do now, let's take it out. If we can get it out. Let me shake it over this pot here. Put this on the side. And then we can take our back scratcher, because I don't want to ruin the roots on these things, because as you can see, everything is falling off. And there's hardly any roots to this. So that's why we're gonna have to put our beneficial bacteria in there. Now, Aurelia is like a nice acid soil. That's why I'm using 1 part worm castings, 1 part peat moss, 2 parts pine bark, and I'm also going to use 2 parts of sifted perlite, and then we're going to add the micus to it. Now you can see this is just a rooted cutting, and there's hardly any roots on here, so we're going to have to get this cutting to grow. So that's why I had to do the potting now. So let me put this in the bottom to hold it until we can get ready for it. Let's take we're going to use this as our front. And what I'm going to do for the bottom is I'm going to put some perlite in the bottom of the pot. I mean, it's got the drainage holes in there, and they're nice and small, but I still want drainage in this pot. Just to get the pot even on the bottom. So we got a good base of drainage here for the Aurelia, for Fabian here. There we go. Now we're going to get our free draining mix. And this is how my mix looks. Now you're wondering, hey Tom, you got gloves on. Well, right now with this cold weather and damp soil, it cracks the living daylights out of my skin, so nothing you can do there. So right now what I did is when I mixed this, you can see how it's a little bit dark. I put some water in here and then mixed it up so at least I get a lot of that surface tension out. So right now I'm just going to put soil into the pot like that, And then we're just gonna move it around. Now let me see how Fabian looks in there. So I don't know, we can have this as our front. I would have to cut this inner growth off. Or we can have this as our front. I mean, there's all different ways we can put this. But right now, we have to be concerned about growing the roots. And there's hardly anything on this. So right now, before I do anything, let me see, what did I do with my spray bottle? I think it disappeared itself. Yes, it did. So, let me go get it. I knew I forgot something. So, let me see if the cord will stretch for me to get it. Yep, it did. Oh. Long cords work good, I'm telling you. I had to use my cell phone here to hold the cord in place. So now what we're going to do is just wet it real good. Now, beneficial bacteria will help the roots to grow. Everything works symbiotically. You can watch Elaine Ingham, her videos. Ingham, Elaine. She does a good talk on soil biology. See Scott Wondard for Let's Do Bonsai. He has a good video on that. I wish I could put one of them videos on here so you could see it, but with this tablet I'm limited. So this, whatever you see, whatever mistakes I make, that's what you get. So, but right now, let's see. Right now I think we can put Fabian right there. Something like that. But before, let's get our beneficial bacteria. Now I get mine from Extreme Gardens. If you're in a different country, like Canada or the UK or wherever you're from, they have, I bet you there's places that sell beneficial bacteria. But I have always good luck with Extreme. They always give me the stuff what I need. So here's the Asus. I'm putting it on pretty thick because I need these roots to grow, and I'm going to put some in the soil. Now what I do is I put these in these little ketchup bottles. I sprayed the bottom there real good because I want all this stuff to take. See? You can, there you go, you can see that in there. And then I'm going to take my Mikus, and then I'm going to just pour it in there. Comes out good. Now this ketchup bottle had a little small spigot, but what I did is just cut the hole a little bigger. So now I got that in there. You can see how nice I got it all on the roots. You can see in here how I got all the Mikus and Asus in there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as our front for now. And I'm going to have to put the soil all around our tree. We're going to make it a little bit deeper because I need the roots to grow. And maybe she'll fan out more. Maybe he'll fan out more roots for us. So, got that in there. Now it's holding. Now I can cover my beneficial bacteria so I don't get it contaminated. And then I always save the bag from Extreme Gardens because I can put it in here, and the bags are dark because this way here it prevents sunlight from getting in and damaging your bacteria. Got that in there, seal it up. until I can find a cap for my ketchup bottle there, the bigger one. Now all I'm going to do is just tap it in, smooth the soil out real nice and easy like. Then I'm going to give it some more water. Now they like a fast draining soil but an acid base, the Aralias. But they also like a good drink of water too. So I'm going to have to spray the foliage a lot, just so I can keep the tree hydrated until everything takes into effect. I'm just going to put some more soil in here. There we go, just like that. Now this is going to be a lightweight soil, which is good. Now remember, you get these at Home Depot. I don't know if they still have anymore. I haven't been to the Home Depot in a few weeks, in a couple of weeks, but if you're there and you see one of these trees, grab it. I mean, it's easy to work with, easy to do. Now this feather rock I broke in half, so I think I can use this in the background here, just to give it a little height. Then I'm going to spray it again. Now that it's low in the pot, see, I'm taking all the surface tension off. It's low in the pot, just like that, see? And then I'm going to take some water and just give it a good soaking so we can get the soil settled in and around the roots, whatever roots we got on here. Now you can see when they sell them, they just stick them. And that's why I lost a lot of leaves on this, because that root system wasn't strong enough to support all that growth that the Aralia was putting out. So that's why I had to really defoliate it with my hands, get all the dead stuff off. I don't know if I couldn't do it on the video because I am limited with the tablet. But there's, all you do is use your fingers, take some of the leaves off, some of the dead stuff off, cut some of the branches off so you can help the tree revive, because that root system, as you can see, is super small. Now hopefully it'll root out some more because we're keeping it up a little higher, and hopefully the root system will throw out some nice feeder roots too. Let's see if I can get to my spoon. Well, let's get it in here and just get it in between our feather rock, just like that. And then we can see if these roots will help support the rest of the leaves on here. But I think maybe we can cut some more off just so the tree takes hold, yet still have something to provide nourishment. I mean, you got the beneficial bacteria that'll support it. There we go. It'll help the roots get out of stress from what we just did. And remember, when you do something like this, try to do it in the evening, because the plant has the whole day, whole evening to recover. When you do it, you can do it early in the morning too, and then put it in shade to keep it out of the heat of the day. But now, with the weather changing, and this is autumn, I keep it in the basement now. I'm going to have to clean off my table, get everything situated, and I can show it to you. And maybe Goliath will make an appearance. That's my big plate, he's about a little bit longer than his pot. There we go, just like that. And then I'll take the surface tension out. Give it a spin. just like that. There we go. All the surface tension is out. Let me take my bottle and give it a good soaking. Just like that. Don't be afraid to water it in. You got a good fast draining mix. And don't worry if you got pots, dress them up a little bit. If you can't afford a fancy pot, this is the way you got to do it. So this is how we're watering it in real good. There we go. It's coming out of the bottom real fast. You can see the water draining out. And there. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Now we're going to take our hydrogen peroxide and we're just going to cut this off in the middle here. And that one can stay, and then this one on the inside we're going to cut. And then we're going to take it around here. We're going to cut this off. And there's another dead leaf. We're going to cut this dead branch off right here. So at least we can give the plant a shot to try and recover. There's another branch on the inside here. I'm going to take that out. I'll try to see if I can use that Clone X on there and see if it'll root them. There we go, just like that, see? Just cut off all the dead leaves because right now there's nothing there to support it. The roots are real small. So I'm going to take more leaves off right there. Just leave the top ones on for now. And these all look healthy. I don't see nothing else that's bad on it. Cut this one off in the middle there. One growing inside. Because we got to get this tree healthy. There we go. Just like that. I'm not going to put no bark on here yet to dress it up because right now I want it to I want to see what I can do with it to keep it hydrated and moist. That way there I can see it. And you can see it's still a little wiggly in there, but that's because there is hardly any roots to this stump cutting. I think they sent them out too soon to sell in the store, but what are you going to do? And I'm going to put it in the basement here in a bright sunny window. Well, the best I can for now, and see if it'll grow and see if it'll recover. So try that. Don't be afraid to give it a try. Use your beneficial bacteria and that should help you out. So today is Monday night. Get yourself a nice big cup of tea. Put on it's comedy night. Put on the Bickersons, Life of Riley, Duffy's Tavern, Burns and Allen, Jack Benny, and some of the shows that you think you would enjoy as a comedy. Don't forget Fibber, McGee, and Molly. So you take care, everybody, and we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope Fabian recovers. You take care, everybody, and have a nice evening.